And you've got this shape, and then you just fold it in half to make a butterfly. Isn't that absolutely magical? Hello, I'm Tilly, and today I'm going to show you how I make these gorgeous butterflies with the lovely little face beads. These are so easy to make. Honestly, they are so easy. So I hope you're going to enjoy making these with me today. These are some that I've made so far, and I'm going to use these for random acts of crochet kindness. So they make great gifts, or just hanging decorations or anything you want, really. So this is what I'm going to make today, and I hope you will join me and enjoy making them as much as I do. So the things we're going to need to make our butterfly is some yarn, a crochet hook. I'm using a 3mm number 5, some scissors, and a darning needle, and of course our lovely face beads. So I'll just pick one out of here. So that's the one we're using today, because there's all sorts of different faces on here, and they're all equally lovely. So I'll use that one today. So the only other thing that we're going to need is some pipe cleaners. Now these are approximately 15 or 16 centimeters long, but I have also got some longer ones, about twice the size, so I just cut them in half really and use those. But I'm going to use these ones today. These are really great for using up scrap yarn. You can use your acrylic or cotton or whatever you like, really. Just test them out and see how they work for you. But I'm using this paint box cotton DK, and this one is lime green, colour 429. I'm using blood orange, colour number 420, and I'm using dark aubergine, colour number 449. So I'm going to start off with this green, beautiful lime green, and we're just going to do a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 6. And then we're going to slip stitch into that first chain to make a ring. Super simple. And then we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the ring. Now I'm using US terms here, so if you're using UK terms, that's treble crochets. So I'm doing US terms, 2 double crochets into the ring, and I'm also going to crochet over the tail end to help secure that. So 2 double crochets, and then we're going to chain 3 and do 3 double crochets. Chain 3. Now you will have to scooch these right up, because we're going to do this 8 times. We need 8 of these chain spaces here. So you've got your chain 3, you're going to do 3 double crochets. Chain 3, and we're just going to continue doing that until we've got 8 chain spaces. Remember to scooch it right up, because you're going to get a lot in here. So we've got 7 chain spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're just going to do our last chain 3 which creates our 8th chain space. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that first chain 3 that we did. So we're just going to slip stitch into there. Then cut our yarn. Going to fasten off and sew in the ends. So once we've sewn in our ends and we've got our 8 little points from the chain 3s, we're going to go on to the next colour. This one is blood orange. Going to do a slip knot and attach it into any of those chain 3 spaces. So put your hook through. So working from the front, put your hook through and pull that yarn through. Slip stitch to join, and then we're going to chain 2, pull it round to this side. So this counts as our first double crochet, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets into that same chain space. I'm going to bring it over, chain 4, and then do 4 double crochets into the same chain space. So I've made it really easy when I designed this butterfly, because to start with we was doing 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and now we're doing 4 double crochets, chain 4, 4 double crochets. So it's really easy to remember. So in the next one we're going to do 4 double crochets in the next chain space, chain 4, 4 double crochets. So in the next chain space we're going to do exactly the same again, 4 double crochets, chain 4, 4 double crochets. Exactly the same in the next one, 4 double crochets, chain 4 and 4 double crochets, and we're going to continue that all the way around until we get to the end here. So once we've done our final 4 double crochets, we're going to slip stitch into the top of that first chain 3 that we did. So slip stitch into there, pull it through, fasten off and weave in your ends. Now as you can see, it is all looking very tight. Don't worry, it doesn't need to be flat. It doesn't want to be flat. We're purposely making it so it's all bunched up, so it forms that nice butterfly shape when we've finished. So for our next round we're going to use this dark aubergine. So we're going to start exactly the same way as we've done the other 2 rounds. We're going to do a slip knot and we're going to join it into any of these chain 4 spaces. and then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do 5 double crochets into that same space. So we've effectively got 6 double crochets, because that first 2 chains and the slip stitch counts as a double crochet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 3, we're going to make a picot. So chain 3, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of that double crochet right there. And then we're going to do 6 double crochets into that same chain space. So that's what we've got, which makes this nice little shape here. So we've got that little point at the top there, which is created by the picot. So now what we're going to do is a single crochet into that gap there, not a chain space, but the gap in between those 2 clusters. So a single crochet in there, and then we're going to do 6 double crochets into the next chain space. I'm going to scooch it up to this side, and then we're going to chain 3 and do that picot. So straight into the top of that double crochet and pick up those 2 loops right there and do a slip stitch. And then we're going to do 6 double crochets into the same chain space. So we're going to repeat that process all around. So a single crochet in there, and then 6 double crochet. So I will finish mine, and I will see you back at the end when we get to here. So I've got to the end of mine. I've done my last single crochet into that space there, and now all we're going to do, same as before, is slip stitch into the top of that first chain, fasten off and weave in the ends. So all the ends sewn in, and this is where the magic happens, because you get the 4 petals, and then you've got the 4 the other side, and you just simply fold it in half, and the magic appears. You've got a butterfly. I just think these are brilliant. So you've got this shape, and then you just fold it in half to make a butterfly. Isn't that absolutely magical? Now this is where we bring in our pipe cleaner and bead. So fold the pipe cleaner in half, give it a little nip at the bottom, and just simply wrap it around in between those 2 petals. Just give it a little tug, keep it snug, a little twist, and then put those two ends through the bead. It's so simple, isn't it? And give those a little twist. And open them up and just curl them under. There. It's so effective, isn't it? Just looks fabulous. Now you can, if you haven't got pipe cleaners, you can crochet a chain and wrap that round and do it exactly the same way. You could also put beads on the end if you want it, a little drop of glue on the ends, and then just slide a bead over, which I think they look fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed making that along with me today. I hope you make loads of them. I am going to make loads more because I really enjoy making these. It's a simple pattern. Now, if you haven't already seen the other videos in this series, I've got the flower one, all with the face beads, the heart, the little person, little characters, and the worry worms. They're fabulous little things, aren't they? So I use them for all sorts of things, mostly for random acts of crochet kindness. But you can make garlands out of them. They're great for gifts, teacher gifts, and all sorts of things. So if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Click the like button so I know somebody's watching and I'm not just talking to myself. Also, do subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification button so you get notified when I bring out more videos in this series and other series that I'm going to be doing. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.